In today's world, we're surrounded by an impressive array of technologies that were first developed in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a time that's called the technological revolution. These advancements included skyscrapers with elevators that brought them high into the air, cars that would bring you anywhere you wanted to go, a telecommunications network that could reach wherever we want into the globe, and finally mass production that brings us everything we could need, and frankly some things that we don't. So where did this all begin? Most historians point to the original Industrial Revolution, which began in the late 18th century, around the time of the founding of the United States. This Industrial Revolution began a dramatic and sustained growth in incomes and populations throughout the world. These developments increased and improved systematically over the next 100 years to the point of what we are talking about today, called the Second Industrial Revolution. During this Second Industrial Revolution, there was simultaneous progress in many different fields. The first was the manufacturing with interchangeable parts. This began with guns, but was then applied to sewing machines and farm equipment, producing much more clothes and food than we had ever been used to, and then famously to the work done by Ford in his assembly lines. In fact, this progress was so significant that it became known as the American System of Manufacturing and defined what many called the Gilded Age of America. Supporting this as well was the replacement of iron with a much stronger and more robust steel. This was used widely in railroads, as well as skyscrapers and large steam turbines, which were used to generate what is our next topic, electricity. For many, electricity is what defined the technological revolution. Perhaps the most famous event was the development by Edison of a mass-producible light bulb. What were the impacts of this Second Industrial Revolution? Well, as we've mentioned previously, we did get cars, telecommunications, and skyscrapers. But in general, it affected virtually every aspect of our existence. This great growth, though, also led to tremendous turmoil. Businesses that had been a mainstay in the past were suddenly found obsolete. Workers were laid off. Capital was found worthless and obsolete. However, as with any problem, there's always some silver lining. In this case, the higher productivity meant that workers under the age of 16 were no longer needed in the factories, which meant that they could spend time in school. This was the time of a tremendous and dramatic expansion of the high school system of America, a time when Dewey and others revolutionized and improved the way that our students learn and is still followed today.